Have you found all the answers to the questions that you've been seeking? The probability of someone responding with a yes to that question is infinitely small. All of us are always searching. We're always curious about the world around us, how to level up, how to live healthier, how to make more money, how to be a better friend, father, mother, sister, brother, son, daughter. It's this never-ending quest of questions that we're all seeking answers to. And so from a very young age, we're told that these answers lie within the realms of books and knowledgeable people who will tell us exactly what we need to do to get to where they are. Quick story, nearly 10 years ago, I was setting up a company and my co-founder was around 7-8 years younger than I was. And so we got started and I seeked out these knowledgeable people who knew all the answers about startups and had had exits and successes. And so I thought they're going to tell me exactly what I need to know to make this company a success. And their early advice was helpful. They told me how to structure things, how to get things going. And for a time being, things looked like they were working until they were not. And I still remember that at that point, I started to double down and reach out to more people and figure out like, what was I doing wrong? There has to be something that I was not doing that I need to find out how. And my co-founder at that time would often tell me like, we would be far better off if we stopped listening to the advice of these other people and actually double down on what we thought was the right thing to do. Of course, I discounted his arguments. I was like, you don't know anything. Look at the success they've had. And ultimately, that business failed. That example goes to show that these prescriptions that we so want badly in our life are actually crutches that hold us back from actually getting what we truly want. You see, when someone gives you a prescription, it's a list of how-tos and tips and hacks as to how to do something. And while they may have some utility in the short run, if you continually sort of like refer back to them and try to figure out, am I doing this right? Am I not doing this right? What could I do more? What can I add to this list? You're so busy with the list and how you're doing things that you forget that actual art is not created that way. Actual art is created when you're free of this and you're free to explore what it is that you actually want to do and attain. And I think that's where the biggest disconnect comes. Because you see, if you don't have something that you want in your life right now, it's because you truly don't want it. If you wanted it, you would actively seek it out, search for it, because that's what you would want. And prescriptions, in a way, are ways to delay that, to abstract that from not answering the question as to what you want. Instead, we search for these prescriptions that help us, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, to just delay the inevitable that we really don't know what it is that we want or where we're going, and we don't want to even answer those questions. Because those questions are difficult questions. When we are not able to properly articulate to ourselves as to why am I doing something, why is this not happening, it requires a level of vulnerability. Instead of portraying what the world expects of you or what you need to get to, you need to start figuring out for yourself. And this is a skill that we haven't ever been taught, because for all of our lives, we've been said, follow these prescriptions and they will get you to where you have to get to, which will be some success in however the world sees it. But in conclusion, what I want to leave you with is that every single day, the most important thing that we have to work towards is like, what are we working towards and who are we becoming in the process? When we're so busy with these prescriptions and searching for them, we are not worried about those two questions. We're just worried about doing the motions in the day-to-day. And the day that we start to give up this addiction of our need for prescriptions, that's the day we massively improve the probability of reaching to the destinations that we seek.